Now, in the course of the G20 summit, also the summit event, and also the summit kicked off earlier today, how much of an impact does the summit have on the world at the moment?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, yeah. It's always hard to judge the real impact of global summits. There's many different summits that go on around the world, yeah, and not all of them have visible impact. But that doesn't mean they are not important. They can be contributing in all sorts of ways, and I think this G20 will have significant impact, more impact than usual, for three reasons. The first is that the G20 is one of the best global multilateral gatherings. It's got diverse membership, but it's not too big. Secondly, the world is really hungry for multilateral progress at the moment because of all the geopolitical problems and because the world's been so restricted by COVID in recent years. And thirdly, really interesting, yeah, Indonesia has done a great job with preparing and leading this particular G20. So I think this summit is going to have more impact than is often the case.
All right, Andrew, it's great to see your perspective on the G20, especially under the presidency of Indonesia. My name is Ali, also from the Studio C today. So we know that one of the very much anticipated meetings between nation leaders are the Chinese and the US. So President Xi Jinping as well as the Joe Biden, President of US, yesterday they met for the first time, in-person meeting. How will this meeting affect relations between both countries? We know that the relation has been soured, and many people think that this is something very thawing, very sour situation. But we know also that there's a lot to be done. So what do you think?
So great question, Alia. My short answer is that it will make a small but significant contribution. The fact that the meeting is taking place at all between these two leaders is important. If there wasn't a meeting going on between them, in the absence of any meeting, things would be worse because suspicion would be growing. The reality that we all understand is these two great powers over recent years have backed themselves both into quite difficult positions that are now costly to them and also to the rest of the world. Now, of course, they are both going to try and stand their ground and not give big concessions to the other. But both Joe Biden and Xi Jinping know very well that they will be worse off if they cannot find any progress. So I think in small but significant ways, this first meeting is a step forward.
All right. Okay, Andrew, we really appreciate your opinion on this. And we know that it's just the first day after the leaders came, right? And in your opinion, how has Indonesia been doing with its G20 presidency, with all these years of events?
So I have to say, just in case Indonesian people do not know, Indonesia has done a fantastic job, a really fantastic job.
That's great to hear.
I came back late last night. I've been in Bali the last few days for G20 and just talking with business leaders from many different countries, as well as some of the political people that were already arriving while I was there. Everyone said Indonesia has done an excellent job. So I would say briefly, the government of Indonesia can be very proud. The business community of Indonesia, through the leadership of Kadin, can be very proud. And most of all, the people of Indonesia can be proud of how good Indonesia looks on the world stage and what a strong job Indonesia has been seen by everyone who is here to have done.
Those are certainly kind words for Indonesian to hear at the moment. Monash University Indonesia President Andrew Macintyre, thank you so much for your time today. And also, we'll connect more to, regarding the G20 summit. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Take care.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.